Welcome everyone to Now Sports Now TV to tune in to Day 5 of Fortune Heights Snowball World Cup 2015. I'm Edcon, one of the hosts, and joined by Toby Cobson one more time. Toby, well, certainly today, weather, the sun, well, hide away from us today. It's a little bit polluted, but the weather actually got a lot warmer today. It's 2 degrees Celsius right here in Tianjin, and we are getting ready for 3 more matches in the preliminary rounds. First game today between Argentina and Canada. Both teams record a 1 win and 1 loss after the first 2 rounds. And second game, New Zealand versus Peru. The new coming team, Peru, lost both of their games in the first 2 days of match. And the final match of the day, 2 powerhouses going against each other. Brazil, who won both games in their first 2 days against England, recorded 1 win and 1 loss. So great to have you here, Toby, one more time. Warmer weather, definitely better for us to commentate outdoor.
Thanks, Edcon. Bit smoggy today. Can't really see too much in the distance, but at least we can see the ground. So I'm looking forward to this match. Canada had a better game on the last one. Argentina had a cracking game against England. So yeah, I hope everybody's excited.
Well, even though Canada had the biggest loss of this year's World Cup so far, a 1-9 not loss to Brazil. Quite heartbreaking loss for the Canadians, but well, certainly it would not really totally reflect how the Canadians play, because they play actually pretty well against Peru, and their second game 4-1 win over Peru.
They did. They bounced back really well on that one. Brandon Phillips, obviously catalyst there, pushing things forward, supported it back by Abiati, very experienced older 5-goaler, and a really nice forward in the form of Rob Stenzel, who's a really nice guy to boot and is hitting really well. So he managed to get a good few goals for them the other day.
And on the other hand, for Argentina, coming back again to Tianjin after skipping 2014 last year, and after they get their first run-up in 2013, now come back in this year's World Cup, lost their first game against New Zealand, the score was 5-7, but a comeback win by the Argentines, scored a 5-3 over England. So both teams lost their first game, but being able to win one back. So in Zone 1, even though they're seated in different groups, they both belong to Zone 1. In Zone 1, 6 teams out of only 4 teams out of the 6 teams will be able to advance into the quarterfinal stage. And within this group so far, only Brazil wins both of their games after their first 2 matches. So actually England, New Zealand, Argentina, and Canada both have a 4-way tie so far with 1 win and 1 loss now. So this match between these 2 teams who got 1 win and 1 loss after 2 days would be a key match for them to secure their spot going into the quarterfinal. By winning this game with the standing of 2 win and 1 loss, definitely be able to secure their spot. It's just a matter of their positioning in the quarterfinals. So here we have the umpire leading both teams. We're still missing 1 player.
Yeah,
and
there
there we have
Phillips making way back onto the field.
And the Canadian will certainly need his great performance again. Brendan Phillips from Canada, number 2 man in the team. Argentina today still wearing their blue color. Here we see the Canadians, the flag bearer here one more time with a very dedicated Canadian support here. And Argentina will be wearing their blue jersey, and Canadians will be in their red and white.
So we're about to hear the national anthems of both teams in both countries.
So first is the national anthem of Argentina. And now will be the national anthem of Canada. More audience joining us here at the Tianjin Golden Metropolitan Polo Club here, the 4th edition for the Fortune Heights Snow Polo World Cup 2015.
Yeah, about to get underway here.
Match number 13 of this year's World Cup, Argentina versus Canada. So first introduction for Team Argentina. Number 1, Juan Cruz Greguli. Number 2, 6-goal handicap, Juan Echeverri. The third man, 6-goal handicap, Jacinto Croto. And for Team Canada, number 1, 3-goal handicap, Rob Stenzel. Number 2, 5-goal handicap, Brandon Phillips. And run-up number 3, 5-goal handicap player, Marcelo Abbiati. So once again for both teams, they need today's win to secure their quarterfinal spot. If they lose this game, it would be all depending on the penalty shootout and the day after tomorrow, which will be during our first rest day. All teams, except the ones who lost all the games, for every team that had the score, they will go into the penalty shootout to decide their ranking in order to position themselves into the quarterfinal and also decide which teams will be eliminated.
Now we're underway. Argentina in possession straight off the bat. Echeverri here running towards goal. Runs wide. Oh no, they got the goal. So first goal up on the board for Argentina by Juan Echeverri. There we go, nice run up a goal. Stick down, easy little tap, runs it through very, very nicely. Quick start for Argentina. So knock in now for Canada. Abbiati in possession, opens his shoulder, massive shot upfield, bounces off one of the players' ponies, and we have another big shot. Against the boards, Stenzel. Nice backhand there by Croto. Brandon Phillips with the tail shot, straight in front of Abbiati, but he's calling for the foul against Echeverri. Doesn't get awarded it. Echeverri putting it across Abbiati's pony, doesn't see where it goes. Stenzel in pursuit to the boards now. Brandon Phillips. Croto appealing for the foul against Phillips, doesn't get awarded it. To be honest, it didn't look like he crossed the line either. Phillips in possession. Abbiati now. Abbiati looking up at goal. Is he going to have a crack himself? No. It's called off the ball. Echeverri in possession. Slows his horse down, opens his shoulders. What a cracking big shot upfield towards the board. Van Phillips calling on it. Foul goes. I believe they're going to award this one against Canada. I think Brandon just came in there and ran over the ball. But both people are appealing for the foul, so it could go either way here. So the Argentine player's established himself on the line. And Phillips has come in, thought he had the right of way there. So it's gone in favour of Argentina, I believe. No, they're giving it to Canada, I think. Bit of a confusing one there. So Abbiati connects, catches the win, runs out left. Stenzel on the ball. Stenzel rushing towards it against Griguli. Griguli's going to win this one. Goes to the near side back. Comes off the pony of Rob Stenzel. Phillips on the ball now. Hooks out. Echavez. Stenzel. Stenzel turns it. Heads towards goal. Two ponies run over it. Echavez. Echavez looks up. Under the next shot. Passes straight up to Crotto. Crotto running along the boards now. Stenzel pushing hard. Both those players running over the ball as well. Crotto in possession. Crotto going towards goal here. Dangerous position for Canada to be in. Big foul right in front of goal. So you see that Abbiati's pushing in and he's come across the line there. So penalty here for Argentina. If they can convert, it's going to take them to 2-0 in the first chukker with 3 minutes left on the board.
It's going to be an easy shot for Argentina here. Very close to the goal.
So he's going to go for a bit of a tap here. See no reason to wind up and do a full shot. And he sends it very narrowly in there. That could have gone right. A couple more centimetres, it would have hit the post, and that would have been a bit of egg on his face.
So 2-0 lead by Argentina here.
Okay, hit it now from Abbiati. For Canada, pressure on by Echavez. Still putting pressure on. Abbiati running with the ball here. Nice and calm and collected. This shot canter. Doesn't quite get a hold of it. Brandon Phillips there to pick up. Griguli on the ball, and the whistle's gone. I think that's going to go against Argentina on this one. I think Abbiati had established himself on the line, and Griguli's played where he actually didn't have an opportunity to play. As you can see, yeah. So Abbiati.
We can hear live in the audience here on the side. A lot more supporters cheering up, apparently cheering up for Canada right now.
So Abbiati to hit in, opens his shoulders. What a cracking shot, and it's nice and true. It's a straight ball too, straight in front of goal. That's unfortunate. That could have been a very nice goal for Canada to get one on the board. Unfortunately, it just sailed left of the goalpost. So we're still at 2-0 Argentina, exactly halfway through the first chukker. Jacinto Crotto puts it forward there, straight into the possession of Abbiati. Echavez there with a nice near side back, right in front of Brandon Phillips, who capitalised on it and turns on the ball towards goal. It's an easy one, it's good, it's good. That's a goal on the board for Canada. So nice goal here for Canada. Brandon Phillips popping it up in the air, and it's actually been pushed in by Stenzel's pony, but they'll take it either way to make it 2-1 in favour of Argentina at this stage. Argentina to hit in. Jacinto Crotto opens his shoulders and goes for a big hit. Connection not quite perfect there, so it runs along the ground. There's been a big shout there, and the whistle's gone. Okay. So Canada pushing him against the boards. You're not allowed to ride off another player into the boards in arena or snow polo where there's anything boarded up to about hip, shoulder level for the horses. So that's a foul against Canada there. Jacinto Crotto to take this penalty. Two minutes remain on the board and change. It's calmly walking up. Half swing. It's good. 3-1 to Argentina. Quite a few goals on the board already, with still 2 minutes left in the first chukker. Abbiati hits in straight in front of Brandon Phillips, so cracking pass there. Maybe not the connection he wanted. Crotto playing there. He's made contact, so they couldn't claim the foul. Stenzel running along the boards here. Pushes up to Brandon Phillips, who runs over the ball. Echavez turns play. Now Greguli playing on the near side. Nice connection. Abbiati in front of him. Abbiati looking to take on the near. Stenzel here. Stenzel's got the play on the offside. Hooked out by Echavez. Crotto there to collect. Crotto having a run here. Abbiati coming in for the ride-off. Sails over the back line. Hit in for Canada. Ball's gone out of play, straight from the back line. So the teams will line up again and will go in for the scrimmage. Ben Turner puts the ball into play. Abbiati's horse there not moving. Abbiati stops on the ball, calmly turns it, pushes it forward, nicely done there. 30 seconds left. Good run here from Abbiati. Near side back, no, doesn't get the connection. Abbiati still on the ball, plays on the near side, runs over the top of it. Appeals to the foul, no whistle's gone. Abbiati once more. Stenzel now. Brandon Phillips looks up, opens his shoulder, pushes it, comes straight off the back of Echavez. Now Crotto, Brandon Phillips running in, goes to the open shoulder. Abbiati's established himself on the line, and that's the end of the chukker. If they had 2 seconds left in that would have been a goal, but unfortunately the bell went just as he struck that.
So at the end of first chukker, score now is 3-1 for Argentina. Welcome back to Tianjin Golden Metropolitan Polo Club here for the Fortune Heights Snow Polo World Cup 2015. After first chukker between Argentina and Canada, it's a 3-1 now for Argentina. One early goal and 2 penalty shot to Argentina, make the score 3-1. Well, it looks like that Toby, Canada wasn't be able to set up any good offense on the first chukker so far.
No, it's been fairly dominated by the Argentines. The defense isn't so bad because most of the goals up on the board has come from sloppy mistakes and giving penalties away. So they really need to watch their fouls here. Otherwise, their possession is quite good. They're controlling the play to a certain extent, and if they can just maybe up their pace a little bit, they might actually break through the Argentines and bring it up to a more equal game. But let's see what happens now after this after the commencement of the second chukker.
So we're entering the second chukker. Both teams change sides.
You see there in the on the left, Juan Britos there for Hong Kong, spinning the stick.
It's going to be a rest day for Hong Kong, because they'll be coming in tomorrow at day 6, which is the final day of the preliminary round, to face against the powerhouse Chile, who won both of their games in the first 2 days.
Some bit of a delay here.
Still wasn't quite sure. Looks like that the umpire were having a bit of discussion, maybe on the microphone as well, with the third man referee inside, Steve Evans. Here we see the umpire of the game, Fergus Gould and Ben Turner. Well, all 6 players were ready already, and saw Brendan Phillips was talking with the umpire.
So Pete Abishnardin, the tournament director, making his way onto the field at the moment.
And we see Peter is equipped with the microphone as well. Oh, we will see
out
it
on the side of the field. So I think what happened here is we've got a bit of a sinkhole. So they're going to have to fill that in before play can commence. It's a bit dangerous for the horses. So there'll be a sand base that they'll put in there and pack it with snow.
So great work by the Metropolitan Couple here. Looks like that they're going to put a piece of wood inside first before they pound. And they put woods in it so to make sure that the sideboard that cracked up wouldn't hurt the horse ponies before they put in the snow. There you see.
Pack that down nice and tight now.
But before we begin, I mean, Toby, Got one interesting question that I heard from the fans. When we had so many spectators outside, even with you guys playing on the polo field, especially in the snow polo, would that hurt a lot if they were hit by the balls and even like the players?
Not so much. I mean, it looks a lot worse than it is. And when you're playing with these arena balls, I mean, obviously if you get hit in the face of one, you know, you're going to feel it. But you know, taking it on the body, it doesn't. The horses are very sturdy animals. They're not going to feel it too much and just shake it off. You know, you might have one of the South American teams having a bit of a moan about getting hit. But no, it's nothing to really be too concerned about. The outdoor balls do hurt a bit more. They can, you know, when it hits a player, I've had my ribs broken twice now with being hit by a ball. So yeah, they sting a little bit. So you try to avoid that as best as you can. But no, there's no real concerning. I think everybody's been very safe. The horses know what they're doing. This is their 4th or 5th year coming into this, so they're all old hands at this. And some of the players are very experienced on the snow out here, like Brandon Phillips and Abbiati, and to name just a few.
It's great to have more kids here joining us at the Metropolitan Club. And we're about to resume the game. 7 start with our second chukker here. 6 minutes chukker.
Instead of the standard 7 minutes for the outdoor.
And we'll have 3 chukkers in the preliminary rounds and 4 chukkers going into the quarterfinals, after the quarterfinals. And there we go. The ball's into play.
Canada,
good
Canada,
chance.
great goal there for Canada, straight out of the lineup. So that's take it to 3-2. So only 1 goal difference now. They'll be very pleased with that. That's sort of even keel now on the. So straight in, comes off the stick of Rob Stenzel. Rob Stenzel gets onto it. Abbiati hooked out. Stenzel brings it back to himself and just taps it forward. Very, very skillful, quick play there from Stenzel. Big run here. Stenzel with a near side back, turning it in favour for Canada. Crotto there to collect it and turn on the ball. Plays the open backhand, puts it in front of Echavez, who's got Stenzel in pursuit. Echavez only just pushes it forward. Stenzel will capitalise on that and turn the ball. Stenzel still here, hooked out there, pushed over by Greguli. Greguli loses his mallet. Best he can hope for now is to take Abbiati out of the game, but he's got no stick, which is exactly what he's doing. So they don't stop play for tack or player equipment. So they'll have to wait until the whistle gone now. He'll probably race over there with someone to help him get his mallet back. So you see one of the goal judges here running on to grab the stick to hand it to him. It's worth noting that the goal judge is also an Argentine, so no wonder he's sort of he's hurrying on there to help his team, his national team out. So you can just see he's coming there. Stenzel's, he's got hooked up in Stenzel's reins.
What a steal by Rob Stenzel. Do you see it in a different angle?
So you can see they're just under into his reins. Stenzel now playing with 2 sticks.
Well, usually during these kind of, well, little accident here, the only thing that we worry not only just to lose the mallet, but to maybe hurting his arms, because it's quite tightly wrapped around the arms with the mallet there. Briguli is ready, back on the ground.
So I think just before we lost the mallet there, we had the whistle go, and it looks like the penalty's been awarded to Argentina. So we're going to see Jacinto Crotto here, going to hit the ball. Well, he's lining up for a full swing, hits it forward, comes straight under the near side. Oh, it's a good, I think it's good. Oh, it just runs wide. Greguli won't be pleased with that. He just slowed down, took his time. He may have been able to control that shot on target. Canada to hit in. Marcelo Abbiati taking it across the goal line. Echavez there waiting for him. Gets called off it for Brandon Phillips. but Echavez steals it. So Echavez still in connection. Brandon Phillips pushing him off the ball if he could. So little open backhand comes off the pony of Crotto, cleared by Abbiati. Now Brandon Phillips having a good run along the boards here. Continues to run along the boards, bounces just out of play.
So it's very close to the back line.
Crotto with an open backhand. Greguli running for it. Greguli having a crackingly quick run here. Look at this man go. Here he goes, taps it once, pops it up in the air, comes across the goal now. He's now heading towards the boards. He has to go for the under neck shot. He gets the under neck shot, but the angle is too acute, and he sends it right behind the back line to the left side of the post.
Still 3-2. 1 goal lead by Argentina. Very fast run.
Canada in possession along the boards here. Abbiati having another crack at it. Going and run along the boards if he can. Echavez still in hot pursuit. Runs over the top of the ball. Greguli to be collecting on this one along the boards. Brandon Phillips hooks him out. Crotto now and Stenzel. Brandon Phillips appealing for the foul. Not being awarded. Greguli on the near side. Greguli again. Greguli. Now Crotto crosses up himself and hits his own pony. Now Abbiati here. He runs over the top of the ball as well, so Greguli back in possession. Slowly pushing it through. Brandon Phillips putting a lot of pressure on him. Crotto now takes it slowly, goes out to the right, under the neck shot, and it's just wide. Great shot upfield there by Abbiati, but he sends it straight out, which is somewhat convenient because they're going to get a throw in now, and there wasn't any of the Canadian players upfield to pick up on that pass, just 2 Argentine players. So they've managed to cover ground a bit here. Echavez with the backhand, straight into Greguli. No, goes out wide. Abbiati now turns the ball, opens the mallet head up, and now Jacinto. What a cracking near side back that was to put it in the danger zone for Argentina. Brandon Phillips clearing nicely. 2 players from Canada approaching the ball. Now Rob Stenzel pushes it. Echavez calling for the foul, doesn't get awarded it. Slow it down. Rob Stenzel with a big hit, run by himself. Nice ball there. Oh, it's going straight in front of goal. Can he get to it in time before he goes behind the back line? Crotto clearing. Very nicely done there by the Argentines. Now Greguli hooked out by Stenzel. Crotto pushes the ball along the boards, picked up. Abbiati now. Backs it, doesn't get on top of it enough. Another back from Crotto. Echavez calling for the foul. Abbiati just crossing the line there. He should have checked and pulled up there because he saw Echavez appealing for the foul. He saw that, he shouldn't have played. This is what we're talking about, these sloppy errors that could have been avoided.
A very good defense so far by both teams in this chukka. 40 seconds left.
So this has been a scoreless chukka so far. Oh no, we could get one in the very first seconds, didn't we? That's right.
The Canadians now only down by 1 goal.
Okay, so Crotto to take. Swings, gets a hold of it, comes right under the near side steer of Brandon Phillips. Oh.
And it just run wide.
Gets the hit from Crotto, comes under the steer of Brandon Phillips. Echavez goes to the backhand to push it through and sends it wide. 30 seconds left. Big hit again from Abbiati. Phillips there. not there in time, unfortunately. It does bounce out of play.
So time's over for the second chukker. So after 2 chukkers, 3-2 in favor of Argentina, now leading by 1 goal. Welcome back to the Fortune Heights Snow Polo World Cup 2015.
I think this guy thinks there's a microphone on the camera.
Paranita. Para Indy.
Oh, there we go, now have sound.
Sounds Argentina.
I think so.
Well, it's almost like a scoreless chukker in the second chukker that we had, other than the early goal, very early goal scored by the Canadians, makes it make them only down by 1 goal after the 2 chukkers. Now scores 3-2, but both teams are playing tremendous defense so far in the last 6 minutes that we had in the second chukker. So once again for both teams, only had the 1 win, 1 loss record. For any teams who got 2 wins there, will definitely be advancing into the quarterfinals. So very crucial 6 minutes left for both teams. Both teams actually play pretty well in setting up their offense, but the other team play magnificent defense.
Okay, here we go. We're underway now with the 3rd and final chukker. Only 1 goal difference on the board. Both teams looking to bring a win out of this. Abbiati now. Crotto putting pressure on him. Called off by Stenzel. Stenzel playing. Echavez. Stenzel still in control. Stenzel giving a good push onto Echavez. Echavez getting the inside back. Now Brandon Phillips pushing Greguli off the ball. Loving the inside back there to put it in front of Abbiati. Nice big hit from Crotto. Argentina on the way to goal. And they get it. That's a goal for Argentina. They've now deepened the lead by another goal. And you see the cracking big shot there from Jacinto Crotto. Pops it up. Greguli there. No, Echavez just very nicely and in control, tapping the ball through the goal. Canada to hit in. Ball's gone out of play, so they're set up with the line-up. Stenzel, Abbiati, a trio of scrimmage here. Abbiati emerging victorious to that one. Oh, hooked out there by Echavez. But Brandon Phillips right behind it, runs over the top of the ball. Backed by Greguli. Stenzel just there to pick it up. Look for the, no, he doesn't go for the back. He turns the ball very nicely, and the whistle's gone. Somewhat incredulous there at the foul being called. Ben Turner said, no, something's gone amiss. So, penalty shot awarded here to Argentina. Crotto to take. Now, as you can see, this man knows how to hit a ball, so there's every opportunity that this could, if he decides to go for a full hit, he could quite easily sink this through the 2 goalposts. And he's having a good run up at this one, so it looks like he may just do just that. There's the winder. Oh no, big shot, very nice big shot. Turns off to the right though, so it's going to go over the boards. Ball in play now for Canada. Phillips approaching the boards. He's trying to push Greguli onto his near side there, so he can't get hooked out. But another foul's been blown. Fortunately, the camera angle and the commentary box here didn't give us a view of that, so I'm not too sure exactly what's happened. Oh, he's come across. He's tried to hook him from behind. So it's a foul hook. Little cheeky one there from the Argentines. So they're going to be awarded a 20-yard penalty here, which is the most severe of the penalties, bar being sent off. So opportunity for Canada to bring it up to 4-3. Brandon Phillips to take. Just 3 minutes and change left in the last shugger here. So Brandon's going to want to make sure that he gets this on target. Goes for the tap, and it's good by the look of it. Oh no, it's hit the post. That's unfortunate. That's not good for Canada. So he's just tapped it. It's gone right, and it's bounced straight off the post.
Another angle.
Crotto in possession now. Decides to go right. It comes under the stirrup of Stenzel. Stenzel pushing hard against Crotto. Nicely done there, but Crotto answering with a very own shoulder himself. Still fought battle here between Stenzel and Crotto along the boards. Stenzel will have to be careful not to sandwich them against the boards, otherwise they'll get another foul awarded against them. Abbiati pushes forward. Echavez with the near side back. Phillips there. Now Abbiati. Abiati tapping it along the boards here. Crotto changes direction of play. Now Phillips with the backhand of his own, opens it up nicely for Abiati. Abiati straight on target with his sit. Pushes it, changes it with a very own open backhand. Stenzel pushing hard against Crotto. It's very much a game of backhands here. It's nice to see this is how it should be played. So Abiati and Echavez here. Echavez with the backhand. Abiati there to collect. No, called off by Stenzel. Greguli getting there just in time. Okay, Crotto crossing over in front of Abiati there and getting a foul called against him. As you can see, Abiati had established himself on the lines and therefore had the right of way. Crotto just running over his line. Phillips is going to have a crack at this one. Probably going to have a run at it. Opens his shoulder. Big hit. It's good! Cracking goal there by Brandon Phillips for Canada. 4-3 now with 1 minute 56 on the clock. Very well set up there. Perfectly on target, straight across the goal mouth. Great polo here. Abiati, Brandon Phillips tried to steal from Crotto. Crotto getting a hold of that ball. Another man with a cannon for an arm. Ball bounces out of play.
So less than a minute and a half to go. Canada still down by 1 goal.
Out there. Echavez having a crack at play when he had no right away to do so.
So the penalty was against Argentina. The Canadians need to act quick.
Abiati here. They'll be hoping for a draw at best with 1 minute left on the board. Another foul. Brandon Phillips showing his displeasure there. He knows that time is crucial at this stage, less than a minute left in the game.
If the game is tied, if both teams will go into a penalty shootout to decide who was the winner of the game. But right now, Argentina is still up by 1.
Crotto in possession. Phillips with the backhand. Crotto now approach to goal. Oh, can he get it in? Oh, it's good. That's the 5th goal there for Argentina. This is going to make it, with 30 seconds left to go, it's going to make it almost impossible for Canada to come back. So if you look here, a very deftly done sticks and stick under the horse's neck, sort of a reverse neck shot if you like, and taps it through. Very nicely done by the 6th goaler. So clearance there by Echavez. And it's 5 seconds to go. That's it. It's all over. 5-3 in favor of Argentina on day 5.
Congratulations to Argentina, claiming 2 wins and 1 loss here. And they have secured their spot into the quarterfinals. While for Canadians, they might need to go the penalty shootout to decide their ranking. 5-3 is the final score. Uh,
係啊，嗌我個名啊！
Here we have the full game highlight between Argentina and Canada. Well, in this final match, final preliminary round match for both teams. Certainly both teams are trying to look for one more victory to secure their spot in the quarterfinal stage. It was pretty dominant by the Argentine in the first chukker, with a very early goal scored by Argentina. And it was Argentina who led by 2 goals, and a comeback goal by Canada, but a penalty shot one more time by the Argentine. 2 penalty shots in first chukker, making the score 3-1 after first. And into the second chukker, a very quick score by the Canadians, make the score 3-2, but then there's a lot of very good defensive play by both teams. First, a good save here by Canada. A good save by Abbiati. And on the other hand now, after 2 chukkers, score now 3-2. But Argentina get 1 more goal in the third chukker. And you can see there's a pretty disappointing penalty shot, or they would have equalized the game with this shot, because a great long shot, a great big shot by Brendan Phillips, make the score 4-3. If they have had that penalty shot, it would be 4 apiece. But at the end, around 40 seconds left, Argentina get 1 more goal. Final score 5-3. Congratulations to Argentina.
Congratulations to Argentina team. And today you got 3 goals in the competition, which is quite impressive. What do you think about?
拿那玩意儿一般的。
自己挂汽车别挂道了，人脑袋朝上。
Congratulations to Argentina team. And today you got 3 goals in the competition, which is quite impressive. What do you think about your goals and your team?
First, thank you very much again. The 3 goals is part of the team. It doesn't matter who they make them. Every goal I do or every goal that everyone makes is for the effort of the team. Canada was a very tough team, so we're happy to beat them. They make a good comeback yesterday, and they were strong today. And I'm very happy to keep on going.
Any chances for your team going to the championship?
Yeah, we'll try. Always, we're Argentina, as I said yesterday. We always go to win, and hopefully keep on playing like this and having more victories.
Once again, congratulations and thank you.
Thank you very much.
So once again, congratulations to Argentina. Great run at the final chukker. Make the score 5-3, win over Canada. So right now, Argentina have 2 wins and a loss, and Canadian 1 win and 2 loss here. Coming up next, we have New Zealand versus Peru. Well, Peru is trying to look for their first victory of this year's World Cup. And certainly for New Zealand, by winning 1 more game, it would also put them into the quarterfinal stage. So the second match is about to come for New Zealand versus Peru. Stay tuned with our Now Sports, Now TV here.
开心。